Hey, what's up guys, this is Adrian Ruper. I just want to do a video about this topic because it's very close to home and I think that somebody out there can get something out of what I'm about to say. EPs are dead. And when I say EPs are dead, I just want to make it clear before you start ripping on me on the comment section. I don't think EPs are dead towards like famous artists, people that already have a following. Those people, EPs are pretty much alive for them and they do great for them. I'm talking about the local up and coming artist or band that has a relatively low budget and does not have a huge fan base like the popular crowd. If you are starting up and your budget is relatively low, please, for the love of Jesus, don't put all your time, effort, and money in recording an EP that you will probably release and it'll get you nowhere. And bottom line, 99% of us artists that are up and coming, starting up, or the bands, we don't have that budget. We don't have that crowd. We don't have the needs to release an EP. And after you spent a countless amount of hours and effort recording, writing, and producing this EP, comes the time to release it. Comes the time to promote that EP. Now you release it and some of your closest friends start checking out the EP and you get pumped up because it's getting some listens, but that's it. That's it. You do the occasional post on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, whatever platform you're using, and you're done. That's all you have. Like, you have a couple of streams on Spotify, SoundCloud, or Bandcamp, and that's all you have to show for. All the blood, sweat, and tears you put in this EP, that's where it went. I'm not just saying it from personal experience. The great Damian Keyes has a great video on this. I'm gonna put a link down in the description so you guys can check it out if you haven't. If you've never heard of Damian, please subscribe to him. He has a lot of good insight and all the information you need, from growing your audience to just being plain out a better artist and a better band. Back to the topic in hand. Damian did a video on this and needless to say it backfired. And honestly, 3 years ago, if I was watching the video, I'd be yelling at him and insulting him in the comment section too, because my reason for making an EP is that it tells a story. Like, one song isn't enough for people to hear what I have to say. One song isn't enough for them to get the vibe. I'm afraid that if I release one song, it's not going to be good enough. But when it comes to reality, all the time, effort, and money that you spent on making this EP that probably didn't even get that much attention, you could have spent on it doing a more professional sounding single, trying to make a professional looking video, putting that money into it, and then putting the rest of your money in promoting this single. If you were to do that, I promise you, you would have gotten so much more out of it. Like, you would have gotten so much more attention and everything that you wanted from that EP with one single. And after all the time and effort and money you spent recording, writing, and producing this, you're gonna be exhausted. You're not gonna want to do a lot. So what do you end up doing? And you say, guys, check it out, I released this new thing. But there's no story, there's no promo leading to it, there's no video. And even if you do make a video, you're not gonna have much of a budget after you spent it all on an EP. The reason I get heated up when I start talking about EPs is that I love the idea of making an EP. But back when my band, Former Astronauts, we were still together, we released an EP called Building Sites. We scraped all the money we had to record those 3 songs, try to make it as professional as we could, and honestly we didn't want to release one song because we thought that 3 songs would be a better idea. And honestly, I was one of the major thoughts in like 3 songs. So we all scraped out the money, made this EP, and then we did like a ratchet video for one of the songs because honestly we didn't have enough money left. And then we released the song, that was it. Needless to say, that EP didn't get a lot of attention. It wasn't up till a person that loved one of the songs, which was called Verano, and yep, Verano, it's a Spanish thing, so it's like we wrote English and Spanish, whatever. I'm getting off track. My point is, a student at a university that loved the song ended up doing a lyric video. And that lyric video got a lot of attention. It was freaking gorgeous, and a lot of people loved that song. So it wasn't up till then that we started getting a lot of attention on that EP. Fast forward to a couple months after that, or a year, I don't even remember, we ended up having the idea of making another EP, a longer EP, because hey, you know what? Maybe that other EP wasn't good enough, and this one was sure gonna put us in the map, baby. We ended up not having enough money or time to record this EP called Something to Talk About. Since we didn't have enough money and we didn't have enough time, we had the idea of releasing one of the tracks that we actually finished as a single. So literally we were forced to focus on that one song. We focused on practicing that one song. We wanted it to be big, and I I spent a huge amount of time sitting on my computer, on my MacBook, that, mind you, it would crash by me just staring at it. Like, I would look at it, crash. And I did a lyric video with like my favorite 1950s and 1940s movies. I added them into a lyric video. We just released it as a single. Lo and behold, that one single got a huge amount of attention. Right now it sits at 22,000 listens on Spotify. That might not sound like a lot, but when we finally got to release the actual EP, that one song is on the top of our Spotify profile. So the whole EP, I think the songs are great, but that one song is the thing that stands out. It's called Cinematografia, another Spanish song. But anyway, but that one song that we put all our attention to got a lot of love, got a lot of attention from the local community. When we would play that one song, we usually kept it as our last song. When I would start the guitar riff that I wrote for it, people would scream and they would know that it was that song, and they knew the lyrics to this song. And that was honestly the first song that we noticed was getting a lot of attention. But who knows what would have happened if, instead of adding that money into EPs and EPs or like multiple songs, if we would have focused on one song, one single. All the money we could have put into that single, all the attention that single could have gotten. I don't love like thinking what could have been, but I do beat myself up about how much money and time and effort we spent on an EP that barely got any attention. And right now I'm doing my own thing as Adrian Ruper. By the way, if you want to check my music out, I'm gonna put a link in the description too, so you could hear like an idea of how my music sounds like, if you're interested. But that's what I would recommend to any artist or any band that's starting up. Don't beat yourself up about making an EP. Don't worry about an EP. Just release a single, release another single. Like right now, one of my goals is to release a single at least every month or every 2 months. And I got that idea from Damian Keyes, and I'm gonna see how that goes. And hey, if you are serious about getting somewhere with your music, or at least wanna make some money doing what you love, I definitely recommend his new book, Stop Selling Music. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. I just wanna clarify, I am no way, shape, or form affiliated with Damian. He has not sponsored this video. I'm not getting any money out of this. The only reason I'm plugging in this book is because I found a lot of truth in it. And if you're an artist that is tired of spending all this time, money, and effort and not getting anything back from it, I recommend this. Not to say that you can't make it without getting this book, I just recommend it. You're not gonna be making that money back on like Spotify or anything unless you're getting at least like 100,000 listens a month. And even if you do get 100,000 listens a month, let's pretend you do, if you got pumped and you decided to, hey, let's do some physical copies of this baby, because they're gonna sell like hotcakes. Hotcakes, I tell you. But now you have 100 or 500 physical copies underneath your bed, and not only that, but your debt to income situation is way off the freaking chart, and you're not making any money off of it. I'm not saying, oh, you just focus on the money. The way that I look at writing music has always been about the music. It's always been about my love putting it into a song. But if you're losing money, if you are wasting your time, you're only hurting yourself, and you're only hurting your creative side too. Because if you do it the right way, you're gonna get more money, you're gonna get more time, you're gonna get more freedom to sit down and do what you want to do. Afterwards, you get those fans that you're looking for. Afterwards, you get all that attention you need. That's when you release an EP. But unfortunately, I honestly think that the days of sitting down, discovering a band, and listening to their whole EP on one sitting is gone. People have small attention spans now. I have small attention spans now. I listen to one song and that's sort of it. Unless it's like one of my friends, I'm not gonna listen to the whole EP because I have other things to do. It's a fast-paced life. When you have all the songs that could ever exist on one freaking app, trust me, attention spans are gonna lower, and that one single, if you put your heart and soul into it, is gonna make much more of a boom than just an EP. If you really have your heart set on releasing a couple songs at the same time for people to know your vibe, release a demo, release 2 songs or release 3 songs, but make them in your house, do it low budget, and make sure it's a demo, because it's just an idea of what your sound is. Save the idea of an EP for when you do have the following that you deserve and the following that you want to get to. It's our responsibility as artists and as creators to adapt and evolve and find different ways on making some profit on doing what we love, so we can keep doing that and we can focus on doing what we love. Trust me, I can't stop kicking myself for not knowing back then what I know now. Anyways, if you watched this whole video, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for actually watching this whole thing. If you got something out of it, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share it with your friends. That helps me out a lot with this channel, and it means a lot to me. I just want to do a quick thank you for Damian for giving me like inspiration to actually do this video, giving me ideas to better myself. And don't forget to check his channel out if you haven't yet, and subscribe to him. Please comment down below your thoughts. Not only does it help me out, but it also starts a conversation, and hopefully we can all grow together. As always, thank you for watching, and take care, guys. I'm done recording this video. Damn, man, like everything went wrong. Like my lights went wrong. I didn't have enough memory on my SD card to finish this video. What the heck is going on with me today? If you want to give me some love and some support, my brand new single Hella Lucky is out now. It's on Spotify. Give me a follow. Yeah. No? That's fine. It's okay.